How's it going, everybody? This is Fish and Friends with Danny and Gina. I'm Danny.
I'm Gina.
And this little guy right here is Lazuli, and he's just having a fun old time tonight, flying around.
So, okay, bye.
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet. Right in the middle of the tank, you can see my purple glow bedded.
Oh.
With the I have like one of those glass lids, and it has like the black strip or whatever where the joint is where it like bends.
Yeah, the hinge. Yeah.
And so like where I have the light, like I either have it on the back side of the tank or like the front side of the tank. So I kind of put it more towards the back, and whenever I walk into the room, she swims right up to the front side of the tank. So it's like you can't even like really, see her on the camera when she's in the front side of the tank.
Gotcha. Cute.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. And
so you just need a second light. That's your issue. You need another one.
Yeah. I could do that. But I don't want to like have too much light. But
yeah, that's true.
Would be nice.
You know they have those blue LEDs that clip right on the inside of the glass?
Yeah.
Or on the inside lip, unless it's rimless.
No, it's
rimless tank.
Rimless, but yeah,
oh, okay.
I could do that sort of thing. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really normally put like any blue light on the tank, because any tanks that I ever have like blue light on, I seem to get algae. And I've been doing a really good job of not getting algae in that tank.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have hair algae in my shrimp tank. I need to prune back a lot of the plants and get the willow or get the lotus out there anyway. So I might have to tear it all apart and try to pick out as much hair algae as I can.
Now I did turn on the blue lights tonight just so like she would like stand out a little bit more underneath the light. But really, just like the blue glowfish, the purple does not glow quite as well as, the green or yellow does. Like that the original like fluorescent yellow green is the one that's like glows the most, and orange glows really well too. But yeah, the blues and the purples just do not really stand out very well.
No, they don't.
Oh, we got some people watching here.
I was about to say, let's say hi to people.
How's it going, Crown Tail Half Moon? Unfortunately, Crown Tail, you may think you were first based off of how it was loading or whatever on your end of YouTube, but on my end of StreamYard, it looks like Paul McCarthy was actually first. Sky Dancer, hi, how you doing? Liquid Rock Aquatics, you were actually fourth. And yes, finger that like button like it's prom night. Send out
my God
notification out. Mark Sterlson, how you doing? How's it going? Vinoski Fish Kodo, great to see you. And Vibes Aquatics. Hey.
Hey.
I've been using the hell out of my ROS DI system like crazy. And like, man, since it's winter now, like my tanks are just evaporating so fast. I'm just having to constantly top off.
Yep. Hold on, I have to switch internets really quick.
Yeah, I'd say your camera froze.
Am I back? I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to switch internets. I forgot to do it before the stream.
Yeah. It's all right.
I was on my extended for my back living room, and it doesn't reach back in the front of the house because it's supposed to be in the back of the house. So
yeah.
I had to go to the normal Wi-Fi.
So, your saltwater tank, you said you were having an issue with it last week. Did you, is everything kind of back to
Um,
homeostasis?
Not yet. So I added the treatment. It's essentially kind of like algae fix,
Yeah.
but in a powder form. So it chokes out. It says bryopsis and hair algae, but my boss says it works for pretty much anything. And it even says on there that, like, if you have macro algae, to take it out because it will choke out your macro algae. I added it. What day was that? Tuesday? Yes, it was Tuesday. Um, I'm starting to see a little bit of algae die off, but not a whole lot. But it does say give it 10 to 14 days.
Yeah.
So
Everything
we'll
just
see.
takes longer with salt water.
Yeah. And it is a it will deprive your tank of oxygen, so you have to be careful. So what I did and what my coworker told me to do, because it's the same with ChemiClean, and we use ChemiClean for cyanobacteria all the time. If you have a protein skimmer, it says on the instructions to turn your protein skimmer off because it will draw out the medicine. But don't turn it off. Leave it on, but take the cup off, so it'll overflow back into the sump. So the protein skimmer is, essentially acting like an air stone.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Or you can always just add it in air stone.
Yeah, but I didn't feel like buying another air pump
Yeah.
because this one's using the air pump and my shrimp tank is using an air pump. Those are my only two
Yeah.
air pumps.
Well, on that little saltwater tank, the sponge filter that I set up last week, I went and I actually bought another little air pump because I had one air pump running two sponge filters, the sponge filter in the betta tank right there and that sponge filter. And it was just I couldn't get enough power to like really get a good
Yeah,
flow in that saltwater tank. So I just bought another little pump so I can get a really good circulation in there for those brine shrimp. And I've been, hatching a couple, every day I've been just adding a little bit more eggs, and I'm gonna do like first, like water change on it tomorrow.
nice.
But I have a couple little rocks and stuff in there that I'm trying to help, seed so that
Yep.
whenever I, get this going, just like really get it going faster. But Liquid Rock was saying that he was trying to stream and his internet bandwidth is too low. I can't do anything until I can run cellular. Well, let me tell you, Liquid Rock, you should get StreamYard. Um, Not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to pay for it, but just start using StreamYard, um, because you can connect it right to your YouTube and you can stream through your phone through on StreamYard. That's actually how I started, was just streaming directly on my phone through StreamYard.
That's what
I
I do.
actually streamed through the YouTube and you can, do like your cell phone or whatever with it. Like I think I'm having internet issues right now.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was you or me.
No, it's me. I see the little like what connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging into your router and moving closer to it. Yeah, I'm
Oh
having
no.
internet issues right now. But see, if I was streaming through YouTube, the stream would have ended.
Yeah.
But since I'm on, uh, you know, uh,
StreamYard.
Yard, it kept the stream going and just kind of glitched out for a second or so.
Yep.
So yes, definitely go and try StreamYard because look at that right in front of your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
An example. And let's just not knock everything over and destroy everything tonight. Okay.
Let's do it. Somebody said, Gina, you should have a USB nano air pump for emergency use. Yeah, I know, but I also I keep hydrogen peroxide, and you can use that in an emergency situation.
Yeah. No, right. Hydrogen peroxide. Yep, I'm
But
definitely
yeah,
hydrogen peroxide for emergencies.
I know. I do want to get more of those Higer air pumps that I gave away. Because it stays plugged in, and then if the power goes out, it has like an internal battery,
Yeah,
and it'll keep running.
that's pretty sweet. I didn't
Yeah.
officially say hi to only Oscars. How you doing, June? Right on my head. Um, yeah, I'm glad that June's been streaming more often. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I haven't been able to catch any, but yeah,
Me,
I've
me
seen the
either.
notifications.
I haven't really been able to catch any either. I tuned in for just a second. I think it was yesterday or the day before, but I was busy anyway. Not happy with the co-op's USB. Yeah, I haven't been really happy with much of anything that I've gotten from the co-op, honestly.
Am I still ill? It's a lingering cough. Yeah. I've a tiny bit of drainage still, like sinus drainage. But yeah, it's gotten to my upper chest and is probably gonna hang around for a while.
Craig Doniger's here, and Silver Creek Aquatics is here. Great to
Silver
see you all.
Creek.
We got 18 people watching. Smash that like button. Say hi if you haven't said hi already. I know I got some lurkers and stuff. Some of y'all are afraid to say hi, maybe. Don't, or maybe, you just don't want to, take away from anything because you're a person of higher status. I don't know. I know, like, sometimes, like, Lisa and stuff will, like, lurk in different streams, but she won't like say anything in a lot of them because she used to say stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, hi, Lisa, hi, Lisa. So you're only missing the best Oscar. I know, like when I was tuning in, like, yeah, your Oscar tank looks well. You have multiple Oscar tanks, I'm pretty sure, but the one that you were showing when I tuned in was really awesome, June.
Ricky.
Ricky
What's up?
Lewis. Hey, Ricky. I was just looking through my emails and stuff the other day as I was reminding myself how I still haven't shipped out so many of these different giveaway things.
Oh my god, me too.
And it's like, I gotta ship some of this stuff out.
I have a nano light that I have to send to Nano. I have algae wafers to send out, and I think that's it.
Red Laser, what's up? I ordered some net lights, Christmas lights. I think the website I used was like Christmas Central or something like that.
Yeah.
They're having like a different sale on some different things, but so I got blue net lights and I got
nice.
red net lights, and I'm gonna put them on my bushes outside. I got them mainly because they're Spider-Man colors, but I can't decide if I'm going to switch around any of the lights at all and try and make like a Spider-Man type design out of it, or just
that would be tedious.
It would be tedious, but
it would be worth it.
Yeah, potentially.
Like do the rows, like a red row and then a blue row and then a red row.
Well, see, I was thinking, maybe doing diagonal stripes of, red and blue, but that's, just one thing. I was also thinking, doing blue on the outside and red in the middle and just keeping it at that. But I could also, the blue on the outside and the red in the middle could kind of create that sort of like triangular effect where it looks like, the Spider-Man uniform. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Put a big spider right in the middle of the bush.
Right. I remember when I was young, whenever those net lights became big, and it's like, oh my god, that was a godsend. Because yes, we used to have to wrap the bushes with like string lights, and it was a nightmare.
And I mean, if you have like 7 strands of string lights and you're just wrapping it like crazy, then it
Yeah.
looks halfway decent. But if
Yeah.
you're doing it with just a couple, like it looks so stupid with the
You
weird
have to get the
and all
spacing
that.
right. Yeah, you have to like make sure it's like 3 or 4 inches in between each layer. Yeah.
But
It's
man,
tedious.
this is my first pair of net lights, and I love net lights. They look so much better.
Yep.
Beta Aquatics is here. How's it going, Beta Aquatics? I'm thinking, I'm
Gina, it's okay if you have to cough. We understand. Hope you get better soon for Christmas. Oh, it's not that, like, I just don't want to cough right into the, because I'm wearing my headset. I don't want to cough right into the headset and it be loud as I smack my,
ice cream.
as I just smack my microphone.
I don't know what hot chocolate ice cream would be different than normal chocolate ice cream.
I think it has extra vanilla, like a little bit of vanilla in it to kind of give that kind of melted marshmallow taste.
Yeah.
So I think it's like just, and I think it's heavier on the cocoa rather than the milk chocolate. So it's more like a semi-sweet chocolate ice cream instead of a milk chocolate ice cream.
Glassbox Swimmers, what's up? Let's see, Schwann's, we used to have this chocolate marshmallow ice cream that was really, really good. So it was like chocolate ice cream with marshmallow swirl. And then we lost that manufacturer that had like the marshmallow swirl, and they changed to just little miniature marshmallows, and people started complaining because they had, little hard marshmallows in their chocolate ice cream. They wanted the marshmallow swirl. And I definitely agree. Like the marshmallow swirl was much better, but yeah, and marshmallows. So yeah, it's marshmallows.
Yeah. Which is just vanilla and lots of sugar.
Yep.
So good.
I'm drinking and driving.
No.
Yeah, one net on top of another, then they look mixed in the dark. Yeah.
So my coworker told me that I need to become more of a scumbag at work. Apparently I'm too nice. It annoys the crap out of him whenever I apologize too much for nothing.
Yeah.
He goes, you need to become more of a scumbag. And I'm like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't like it when people literally apologize about absolutely everything. Like this, I'll be going to the grocery store or whatever, and I'll just be walking, doing my thing, and people will just literally just be walking right by me, like not even having to like have anybody move out of the way or scoot or anything, and they're just like, "Oh, sorry, excuse me," and it's like, just
well,
go.
are you looking at the aisle though, like intently, like looking at the opposite thing? Because they probably are apologizing because they might be feeling like they're breaking your concentration or something.
Oh, and see, but whatever. That's what I mean. Like they're apologizing about things that I don't even know what they're apologizing for. Like to where it's just like you apologize too much. Just exist and let yourself
Be the inner bitch, Gina. Yeah. Gina, how's your sister and bro-in-law? They're fine. That's actually where Nathan is right now. Nathan and Kane went to my sister's house today because him and my sister's husband are like best friends. So he's like, I'm gonna hang out at Zach and Andrea's. And it's funny because he always says Zach and Andrea, and I always say Andrea and Zach. Our priorities are different. I'm gonna hang out with Zach and Andrea.
I believe you're supposed to say names in alphabetical order, and it just sounds better that way. But the proper grammatical, proper grammar is to say names in alphabetical order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it would be Andrea and Zach.
Oh.
But
I always thought it was always just who you had the connection with first.
Yeah. But also I think sometimes too, it depends on how many syllables are in the name as well. Like I think I don't know. But it's weird because it's like my sister, her name is Sarah, and when she got married, her husband's name is Andy, and I've always called them Sarah and Andy, but so it's like it would be weird to call them Andy and Sarah.
Yep.
but that I guess would be the proper thing to say. But yes,
Jimmy
I did.
P.
Crown Tail Half. I did get a purple glow betta. She's in there somewhere, hiding amongst all the plants and stuff.
Jimmy P is here.
Not a
Oh,
skeleton.
everyone's saying just be me. Yeah, just be. Yeah, I think that's what he meant. Be a little bit more, not selfish, but yeah, assertive is a nice way to put it.
Marshmallow, sugar, water, vanilla essence, and dead animal extract. Sounds good. Jimmy P. I can't see what those boxes be. Your StreamYard is stupid.
Oh yeah, we can't see the emojis. It could be waving hands. I don't know. Only Oscar says she likes my rationale. Oh, about who you put in order based on your connection with them.
Yeah, I don't know. What
I thought it was man and woman names in that order.
What are you doing? So Lazuli was flying over a couple times and like taking a little drink out of the little fishbowl that I got right over here. And the next thing I know, I look over and he like jumped into it.
Oh my gosh.
Look at him. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
It's not bath time.
It's bath time when I say it's bath time. That's Marco. She just took a bath in her water dish yesterday. And my mom came over to, watch Kane. And
You're on camera.
She's like, what's wrong with Marco? Why is she like flicking her wings like that? Why is she shaking? I'm like, because she's wet, because she just took a bath. And she goes, in her dirty pellet water? I was like, hey man, I didn't tell her to do it. She chose to. Oh my god! Zap.
I don't want you to poop in my fish bowl.
Yeah, that would be bad.
I don't need a giant ammonia spike. No.
Nope, that's the fixation now.
Hi, buddy. No fish bowl for you. No, it's okay. I'll get you a bath later, all right?
I wonder if it's the plants. I know some parakeets will only bathe if you put down a layer of like greens, like lettuce or something, and then, dribble water on top. Then they'll bathe like in the leaves.
Oh, do a short. I can do a short, but you can see her right in the middle of the tank right now. She's going underneath the Anubias leaf.
I see that.
Here, let me pull her up solo. Oh, yeah, it's really hard to see her now because she's actually underneath the Anubias leaf. But here, give me a second. I'm going to walk into the room and you stay away from the fish bowl. You're going to come with me and I'm going to turn the light.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah, there we go.
She looks very white.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like especially with the camera, the purple just doesn't really seem to glow very well. I just see a betta and a blue light, and like she's very purple in person. But yeah, they are cellophane bettas that are with the genetic modification to glow. So yeah, she kind of looks white with a purple undertone.
I'll be right back. I think my dog's getting into something.
Will I be breeding it? No, I will not. I'm going to switch the light back to white. Yeah, see, even when I turn the light down, it's just like so bright on her that she just looks white. In person, she is very purple. It's just kind of sad. You can see a little bit of the purple, but yeah, it's. But even when I turn the light down, she still just looks very white on camera.
Huh. I wonder if you'll need like an orange lens, how I do for the reef tank, to help bring out those fluorescents.
Well, that could probably help, in the blue light.
Yeah.
But in the white light or whatever, it's just mainly the light just beaming down. But you can kind of see a little bit of the purplish tones in there. But there's no purple on like any of the fins. It's only in the body as well. The fins do kind of have a little bit of like blue striping that goes up like the vein sections, I guess,
Yeah.
or not veins. Is it veins? I don't know the segments of the tail, I guess.
Like the boning.
Yeah, the boning. Yeah, the boning. Yeah. I have the perfect male to breed with that. Do you have a purple male? Nice. Did you? Yeah. Yeah, no spay or neuter for fish. And I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh my god, especially her.
yeah, Oscars are really difficult to, tell the difference between the male and the female. They look almost exactly the same.
Isn't it also fin shaped like others?
I mean,
Don't
yeah,
the males have a more pointed fin?
a little bit more maybe, but not really with Oscars. Oscars look like exactly the same.
Hmm.
Even some, fish experts or whatever have a real hard time telling the difference between a male and a female
Too
Oscar. You have
coolie.
to wait until they get, so big, and then you have to actually, take them out and, vent them, like, check
Yeah.
their sexual organs physically. You can't just tell by looking at them.
They swim just right. You can almost tell. Too coolie for schoolie.
Too
Hello.
coolie for schoolie. Yeah, see, with the light at the front of the tank, you can't see any of the plants in the back at all. So I'm gonna move the light to the back again.
Okay. I got this. My dog was so I keep a litter box, like a cat litter box, underneath Marco's outside perch. So she has a perch on the outside of her cage, so when her door is open, she hangs out there. Well, it's over the lip of her cage, so her lip has a poop guard, almost like a gutter, but it extends further than that. So I have a cat litter box, and my dog likes to get into it. That's what my dog was getting into.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's no fun.
I don't know why. Riley really likes bird poop. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, yeah, when I still had my old roommate or whatever, he had a dog, and there was probably once or twice that we found the dog in the cat box.
Yeah.
It's like, why? And it's it's an instinctual thing. Like, it's to protect themselves from like bears and wolves and other like predators and stuff. So they eat their own poop and they eat their vomit and stuff like that. Like,
Leave no trace.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's still gross, but yeah, it's instinctual. They really can't help it. The Zen Ginger.
Zenny's in. Oh my
How's it
god.
going?
Tootsie Rolls. Yeah, milk duds.
My dogs eat chicken poop.
Yep.
It's gross.
It is gross. Why do you eat the bird poop? Why? Why? Come here. Come here. Riley, come here. Come say hi. Come on.
But I mean,
Come on.
Fish eat anything.
Hello.
They may
Oh
not
my gosh,
swallow it,
hello.
but they'll at
Mwah.
least put it in their mouth if they like look at it and it's small enough to fit in their mouth.
He's my puppy dog. Mwah. Okay, you can get down.
Now we have a cat.
Kitty cat. A dog would walk around with the biggest turd he could find. Ew! Just walk around with it?
Oh, that's horrible.
That's gross. Bunny!
So, yeah, a litter box for your bird. You put
Mhm.
so you put a litter box underneath the cage.
Yeah, so it's on the side of the cage. So she has a perch on the outside that she hangs out with when the door is open.
Oh,
And it
okay,
extends past the gutter that's around the cage.
okay.
The
So you
perch.
have a little litter box underneath the
Yep.
outside perch.
Yep.
Yeah, that's smart.
But then the dog gets into it.
Yeah.
Poor Gina, I'm sorry you feel bad. Oh, it's okay. It's just a lingering cough and some residual drainage, but I feel better. It's just now it's just annoying symptoms.
Yeah, fish eat poop to repeatedly gather nutrients the same way cows, have like 7 stomachs and they throw it up and they chew it and they eat it again and then they throw it up and they chew it and they eat it again.
Yep. The cud.
My terrier likes to go fishing in the litter box for treats too. Yeah.
Yep.
Bunny Viper, Bunny Viper. You made it to the like middle of the show this time. You didn't come in right at the end.
Right at the end. No. I always feel so bad when people hop in as we're like, all right, we got 10 more minutes. And then someone comes in the last 5 minutes. I'm like, no.
Like, hey, y'all. It's like, oh.
Bye.
Yeah, we all have had gross pets.
Yep. Yeah, they're extra crunchy when they have clay on them. Yep. Gotta have that grit.
It's like snow caps for dogs.
Like a sugar-coated donut or something.
Yep. Or those the crunchy donuts.
I don't like sugar coating. Like sugar crystals, unless it's chewy, unless it's sour gummies, then I don't mind.
Oh, yeah.
But if it's like the sugar coated donuts, like the granule sugar, I don't like the texture. Like on my teeth crunching, I don't like the teeth crunching together with the sugar crystals in between.
Yeah. That
makes me feel like I'm chewing sand.
Most of the time, unless it's like those sour gummies and stuff like that. Most of the time, when I see a sugar coating like that, I'm just like, oh, they're trying to mask how gross what's underneath the sugar coating is.
Like in cake decorating, anytime someone does like a sandy beach cake and it's essentially just brown sugar coating to make it look like sand, I'm always like, that texture would just make me cringe so hard.
Oh, see, so you don't even like the frosting that has like the little granulated sugar where you can feel the
No, if it feels like I'm chewing sand, I don't like it.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the taste. It's all about like the grit in between the teeth. Yeah, the grit in the teeth. And I think the gummy candy is okay because the gummy when you chew it, it pushes it, like the gumminess of the candy is what buffers. Like it's not straight grit in between teeth. There's that gumminess.
Yeah.
To mask it. I think that's why I can tolerate it. And also because it's sour candy and I love sour candy. And that's what makes it sour. So you just have to deal with it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love the all that sugar that's at the bottom of the bag. And I just
Yes, you just
dump
yep.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Mine is lumps, like great. Yeah, same. I can't do lumpy stuff unless, well, it depends. I can do lumpy stuff sometimes, but not most of the time. Yeah, like if I like mashed potatoes, like I want creamy mashed potatoes.
Nope. I like lumpy mashed potatoes.
I don't like chunky mashed potatoes.
Also because my arm gets tired and I don't want to keep mashing them.
Well, that's what the power mix is for.
That is true, but then you have to clean it.
Yeah. And you
I
also have
have
to,
to have.
unless you have a stand mixer, you also have to with the, that does kind of do a little work on your forearms right there.
I have to have granulated sugar on French toast. I need the crunch. It's like a sense memory from childhood. Oh, that would drive me nuts.
Yeah. Stephen Pete 2003 hopes you're feeling better there.
Aw, thanks. Red Laser asked Gina, do you like strawberries / raspberries? I do. Okay, so I like strawberries, but I actually don't like raspberries because of that. Yes, raspberries and blackberries because of all the seeds. I
Yeah.
don't eat them unless they're in a pie or something or jam. I can tolerate the jam, but yeah, the raw berry, I can't tolerate it.
Yeah. I struggle with that too. Which sucks because I really like fruits, but yeah, it's like all the seeds. I do struggle with seeds.
Yeah, but now that you mention it, yeah, strawberries don't bother me. Maybe because the seeds aren't as coarse.
Well, they're not seeds actually. What
Oh,
what people think are seeds in a strawberry are actually the fruit of the strawberry.
oh,
Yeah, the strawberry, the red part is a fleshy accessory fruit
yep.
that grows along with all the little micro fruits. But if you look at a picture of a strawberry up close, which of course I got it,
Trypophobia warning.
what?
Trypophobia warning. Close up of a strawberry, a cluster of holes. The
Oh,
fear of cluster of holes.
okay.
Trypophobia.
Weird.
Yep.
Anyway, if you look at a picture of a strawberry, let me find a good one. Here we go. If you look real close, can I zoom in even closer? Maybe. Let's see. Control plus. No.
You may have to open another tab and then try to zoom in.
Wait a second. Here we go. Open image in new tab. Okay. Now. Stop sharing screen. Share this screen. Okay. If you look really, really close, sometimes you can actually see that there's a little stem even on the little green fruit.
Oh. So where are the
This one's
seeds?
not showing any little stems, but it's more it's actually more like visible in person.
So where are the seeds? Are they on the inside?
Strawberries don't grow by seed. They they grow by clones and branching out.
But you always see packets of strawberry seeds.
I've never seen a packet of strawberry seeds.
I think I have a packet of strawberry seeds. Somewhere over there. I'm not going to look for it.
But the okay, so the seeds, the actual like seed does grow inside the little bitty fruits.
Oh.
Yeah, so the actual seeds are like teeny tiny.
Little teensy tiny.
Yeah. Those are
All
not
the
the
little
seeds.
fruits.
Those are
Yeah.
those are the actual fruits.
All the little fruits have seed in them. Okay.
Just give up, Danny. No. Okay. No. Okay. So you want to prove me wrong? Google it. You
So
Google it.
all the little
I'm not gonna
dots
Google it because I already
are
did. But you
fruit.
Google it. That strawberries are not fruits. Strawberries are accessory fruits, and the little bitty things that we think are seeds are
Are fruit,
actually the fruit of the
and then the seeds
strawberry plant.
are inside of those. Oh, interesting.
I grow strawberries every single year, and I've never ever grown them from seed. They continue to grow from the plants that have already existed.
Oh, interesting. Maybe I need to get a snipping from you so I can actually get a successful strawberry plant next year or
Uh,
this year.
get strawberries from Lady Diane. She has way too many, and she has June
What?
bearing strawberries. So they produce all their fruits in June. You got an abundance of strawberries, and then they just vegetate the rest of the year.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. Um, so we were talking at work about when we start doing freshwater, doing it slowly and possibly doing shrimp first. So we have a fluval uh what the frick is it called? I talked about it last time. It's a bow front, but it like bows this way.
Fluval flex.
Flex, yes. We just got the substrate in. We need to find a piece of wood, but Frank talked about instead of doing pea puffers, maybe just doing a shrimp tank and then selling them out of that. So I might talk to Lady Diane about getting the first round of like cherries and blues and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to her yet. Lady Diane, if you're lurking, I'm sorry if this is how you're finding out. I'm sorry.
Nah, she's not. I only get like 5 strawberries a year. Is that just because of squirrels and rabbits and stuff, or is
But I
that
bet they're
because
so
you
good
don't
though.
have an abundance of strawberries? Because yeah, I get so many strawberries. I get so many blackberries, man.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is like, yeah, we were talking about the texture. We struggle with eating blackberries, but my blackberries just taste so damn good that I'll suffer through it and I'll just eat them because they just have so much flavor. They're so juicy and so sweet, and like that's the experience with blackberries that I had. So my sister made a blackberry pie for Thanksgiving, and she said that she got the blackberries from like a neighbor or something that had like an abundance of blackberries or whatever. So I'm just like, oh man, like this is gonna be like the best blackberry pie ever. And it just, I don't know what it was. It just did not have that much flavor to it. I was really surprised. I figured, taking all the fruit and just like getting all the juices out and adding even more sugar would just even have like more flavor, but I was surprised. Animals do eat them, and my plant just doesn't do that great. Yeah. Strawberries actually really like a lot of water, so they'll do well in like lowlands that just kind of floods a little bit even.
Yeah.
Um,
They make seedless blackberries. Oh my god. I need that in my
yep,
life.
seedless blackberry varieties. I have thornless blackberries at least, but my raspberry plants that I got last year, they definitely have thorns. But I did get to try one golden raspberry last year that the plant produced, and oh my goodness, it was so good. So I'm really excited for black raspberries and golden raspberries and blackberries. I do like raspberries too. Raspberries don't really have much of seeds in the part of the fruit that you eat. They do kind of have a little bit of a grit to them, I guess.
If you buy them from the store, they sure have a lot of seeds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ethan, the first or second year, you'll need to remove the flowers so the plants grow fuller. So yeah, we have a dew sundew. Is that what it's called? The carnivorous plant.
Yep.
We have one at work, and it keeps trying to grow flower stems, but it's like the size of a $50. So I keep cutting them off because I'm like, no, get bigger. Stop growing penises.
Danny is very excited. Yeah, I am. I'm actually already like we're not even into winter yet, and I'm already like thinking about next spring. Just like
Strawberries in DIY plant box above the tank, aquaponics. Ooh, I could do that with my shrimp tank.
yep.
Then I could always have strawberries.
I was thinking about bringing a strawberry plant inside and growing it on one of the tanks.
Isn't the whole plant edible?
I mean,
Or is
yeah, the whole plant has different sort of like benefits and stuff, but I don't know why you would eat it. But I think you're
in a
more thinking about
salad?
dandelions.
Maybe I want a salad.
I know dandelions. The
Yes.
entire plant is very important.
Yes. um
I didn't have any success with my valerian seeds last year, which kind of pissed me off because
Aw.
I thought I had some sprouts, but what I thought were sprouts of valerian turned out to just be like grass that had grown from like all the way underneath the bottom of the pot and like made its way to the top or whatever. It's like,
Yeah. So I actually had a really nice big basil, but I did not harvest the leaves and or bring it in fast enough, and I left it out and it froze and it died. But I could have had a really good basil harvest. Oh well, next year.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that is true. I wouldn't eat anything if you use, meds in their tank. But I don't use meds in any of my tanks. At least, I haven't in a good long time.
Right.
Um, but yeah, the main thing I do really really like to grow some sort of terrestrial plant out of the top of a tank or out of the filter or whatever because it really does help a lot with sucking up all those nitrates and stuff that's in
Yes.
the water column. And then they can even, you can even get the roots long enough where the roots get all the way down into your substrate. And
Mm-hmm.
once those roots hit the substrate, man, like those plants get like,
Yeah.
and it's they just do so good. And then you can, you can relax on your water changes a little bit more. But you also got to monitor your fertilizers and stuff, which is what I think maybe some of my issue is I don't fertilize my tanks like at all, and so I probably run into some sort of nutrient imbalance, and that's where my tanks get taken over with algae.
Yeah. Basil needs to be harvested very often or it will run to seed. I don't know what that means, but okay. I'll have to Google what that means.
So if you grow Greek columnar basil, it just grows like a column and it never actually goes to seed. Pretty much. But yes, with basil, what he's talking about is you need to like continually trim basil back, keep it back like a stem plant or anything else. Because if you just allow it to grow, then it'll grow flower stems and it'll flower and turn to seed, and then the plant will die.
Oh.
Once it flowers and goes to seed, the plant dies. So if you continue to trim it back and you prevent it from flowering, or at least flowering on all the stems, and you at least keep like one stem continuously going, you can have, a never-ending basil plant. That's what's so great about basil and a
Oh.
lot of different like herbs like mint and stuff like that too. But yeah, preventing seed is an important part, and that really goes with like sort of plant, for the most part, you can keep it on a higher light cycle where it'll stay in vegetative growth versus in productive growth.
Propagating?
So what
What?
germinating? Yeah,
Germinating. There you go.
yeah. So I know like all different plants have their own like desired light cycle and stuff like that. But in general, like yeah, if you keep the lights on closer to like a 16-hour like light cycle, of like ramping on and ramping off in like 16 hours, it'll keep stuff more in like a vegetative growth. And once you reduce it more to like 12 hours or even less, then it's like, okay, we're getting near the end of the season, so we need to start thinking about reproduction and germinating and flowering and producing fruits and all that. Yeah. Oh yeah, until
Oh.
the frost anyhow, but if you're growing basil inside or any of that inside in a controlled environment, you can just pretty much keep it growing for forever.
Yeah, I think I had like 6 to 8 stems in a like an 8-inch pot outside. It got pretty tall. It got like 3 feet tall.
Danny, did you ship the stuff? No, I didn't ship the stuff. Did you not listen to what I said like a half hour ago?
Might
I'm
not have been
very
here.
disappointed that I haven't been able to ship off like any
Hey,
giveaway stuff yet.
stop.
Why am I thinking about marijuana? Well, I was thinking about marijuana when I was describing light cycles. That's why you're thinking about it. But yes, Missouri finally legalized it.
Yes.
It doesn't fully take effect until February. But yes, I'm very excited to be able to grow my own pot. I'm gonna grow some in my garden. I'm gonna grow some out of my pond. Yeah, I know you. I know you weren't here yet, Bunny, but Crowntail was. Crowntail was here at the beginning.
Oh, I need to ship Kenny ABC his vape juice. I meant to on Thursday. Kane had a doctor's appointment Thursday, and I meant to do it on the way home, but I just autopiloted straight home. I didn't run to the post office like I said I would.
Yeah. I grow lots of herbs, including bay tree, 3 types of rosemary, sage, thyme, lemon thyme, Italian parsley, chives, and garlic chives. See, yeah, I have garlic chives, and that plant just comes back every year. I let it go to seed, and it drops seeds, and then I get fresh, growth every year. I do have other seeds from it that I've, stored, thinking that I needed to replant it, but it's just continued to grow from the same pot every year to where I haven't had to replant it. So if anybody wants some garlic chive seeds, I got some of those.
Cool. So what's garlic chive? Is it chives that just taste garlicky?
It's chive that has a little bit more of a garlicky type taste to it versus more of an oniony taste.
I want that.
Then when it flowers like garlic does versus like more like chive. So it produces this like flower ball, kind of like a dandelion.
Oh, yeah.
But instead of like a fluffy flower ball or whatever, like it's a bunch of teeny tiny white flowers that just create an entire ball.
Oh,
and then
cute.
The flowers just turn into little pods. And then each of those pods have like from like 3 to like 6 or 7 seeds in the pod, and when you can break them open.
Ooh, I want some of those then.
Yeah, it's like an extra strong chive.
Danny, you just need to come over in the spring and help me start my garden, because I don't know how. I don't know how.
I'm in a like a fluorescent gardening group.
Oh, are you a part of the club? I thought about joining. I thought about it, but I like to stay home.
I mean, I don't attend any of the events or anything like that, but they did have a like a contest that I almost entered my lemon tree into the contest, but I just was busy. I didn't end up going.
Where do they meet? Do they meet at the Egan Center?
Yeah, most of the time it's at the
Okay.
Egan.
That's right next to my house.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a little bit of a drive for me, but it's there. Yeah. Looks like clover flowers, coriander. Yeah, I tried growing what was it?
I thought about getting what are they called? Snake beans, or what are they? Python beans? It's like a Chinese green bean that can grow like 5 feet long. But
oh
but they say to actually harvest it, and for best eating, you let it get about like 12 inches. You should
yeah.
harvest it at like 12 inches. Otherwise it gets really like fibrous and chewy.
Yeah, anything above 12 inches is just unnecessary.
Yeah. But apparently it's super fast growing. I was watching this guy, like Midwest Gardener on YouTube. He tried growing them one year, and he said they grow so fast that like he didn't check his garden for a day, and they went from like 6 inches to like 2 feet, like
Yeah.
in 24 hours. And I was like, holy shit. He's like, yeah, you have to be on it. You have to be checking your garden every day. But yeah, I want big green beans.
Rob's Aqua, late but catching up. Well, great to see you, Rob. Hopefully, I'll see you when you catch all the way up. Not sure if you started at the beginning and going on like fast time, or I've done that before, where you put it on like 1.5 speed until you catch all the way back up.
Yeah, I want strawberries. I want some herbs that I can dry and keep in my cabinet.
And my mint always comes back as well.
Your mint. I'm not a big fan of mint. I don't want mint.
Well, I successfully hybridized chocolate mint and peppermint together, where I have chocolate peppermint, and you rub it, and it smells like a York peppermint patty. It's amazing.
I'm sorry, chocolate mint?
Yes. There's
Okay,
chocolate
maybe.
mint, there's apple mint, there's
Oh
strawberry
my
mint,
god.
there's
Oh my
melon mint,
god.
there's lemon mint, there's mint, there's spearmint, there's winter mint, there's there's all these different types of mint. But
Oh.
yet apple mint is actually, that's one of my favorites, and I have that as well. And the only way I can describe it is like, it just seems like the perfect type of mint to add into an apple pie.
Ooh. See, Nathan likes mint. Maybe I'll grow some for him.
Maybe
He
you
likes
just need
mint.
the right type of mint.
Maybe.
Because yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of like, spearmint, but I do like peppermint.
Oh, fancy.
And I like to grow a lot of different types of basil as well. I have
Basil.
purple basil and Thai basil and African blue basil. African blue basil kind of smells like bologna. Like, that's really the only way I can describe the smell. It just smells like bologna.
Keep mint in pots as it can be invasive. Ooh,
Yes.
good to
Unless you
know.
want it to be invasive. So I intentionally planted it into my yard so that it just grows everywhere. And whenever I mow my yard, my backyard just smells like a York peppermint patty for a while. It's amazing.
Nano, hello. I was just mentioning you that I still have to mail you your nano light
The
that you won during
Nano
my giveaway.
Aquarium guy. Thanks for sharing those links.
Yes, thank you.
And yeah, don't forget, you guys can get awesome Glassbox Hero merch at glassboxhero.org. I got pillows and shirts and stickers and mugs. I was working on creating another shirt a while ago, and it just kept crashing on me, and I still haven't gone back and finished
Yeah, I still need to like revamp my whole. I don't know. I think I might just take down the spring store and just like go to a local print shop and just have shirts made, like printed, and then just mail them out. I don't know. I don't know how I want to do it.
10 years to get rid of? Why would you get rid of it? Mint is amazing. I love mint. I don't know. I don't. Let's see. I don't know. I kind of have a feeling like when I'm done with my backyard, with like the pond and all the
Can I
different
do this?
planting and stuff that I want to do,
Hey.
like I'm gonna have so
Riley.
many different
Down.
varieties
Hey.
of like herbs and
Down.
don't forget, like I still got all these different like witchy seeds of like
Witchy seeds.
echinacea and lemon balm and marshmallow and motherwort and stinging nettle and valerian. And well, I used all my valerian and I didn't have success with that, but I still got burdock and all those different things. Like I have a feeling I'm 10 years down the road or maybe longer when I try and sell this house, like I'm going to have a certain type of demographic that I'm going to have to sell it to, or they're just going to completely destroy the backyard because it's like I'm envisioning it be just completely full of, useful plants. Like I don't want to have like any real grass in my backyard when I'm done with it. I just want it full of berry bushes and
herbs,
raspberries and garden and herb and flowers and all different things for bees and just everything. Like a standard green grass lawn is just so boring and overrated.
Yep. ABC is here.
ABC. As easy as Aquatic Biotope Creations. I went to move some honey gourami and found the red root floaters were full of fry. Ooh!
Yay!
Honey gourami fry. Are you set up for the fry? You got baby brine shrimp, vinegar eels, all that stuff? Because they are teeny tiny and they need some live food. But that's awesome. Think of all the mojitos you can make with all that mint. Exactly.
What do you use mint for? Like besides, like what can you make with mint?
Well, you can make a really good like mint ganache or whatever, You can just top things with mint and use it as like a garnish, when even just as a garnish, it doesn't just look nice. It's fragrant, and you can smell it. I use it to make, I make extract out of it, and I use the extract for different things. I've actually, after collecting so much mint and, making oil out of it, I gave it to a friend of mine that makes candles, and so she's made different candles using it.
And tea.
You can always just chew on the leaves if you want, They do taste good as well. You can make tea, Moroccan mint tea.
Mint grilled fish. I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many different types of mint. You can't just, like, you can't just think of, like, standard mints, Don't think of chip and mint ice cream or, toothpaste when you think of what mint is capable of, because there's so many different types of mint out there to where, like, yeah, I wouldn't want to put peppermint or spearmint on an apple pie, but that apple mint would be really, really good with apple pie.
So I didn't know that there was different types of mint. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm just learning today.
Yeah. And there's also like just one that's called like sweet mint too. That one would go like really good with like vanilla ice cream. Or yeah, mint can go with lamb. Actually, mint's really really good with lamb. But I mainly just like mint because I like the way it smells, and I just like to walk around my yard and just go like this and oh, the mint.
Mint.
Yep, lotions and soaps. You can just
Oh.
like you just basically boil it in water and use that as like fragrance as well. Um, Lots of different things. Yeah, mint jelly. Yeah, mint jelly is really good. 3 tablespoons of baby brine shrimp a day. Currently, if you saw your vinegar eels, fairy shrimp, daphnia scuds, whatever they're in the movie. Man, you got it all. Good for you, Jeff Kane. I don't have all that. But my brother said that Art of Aquaria was ordering him some blackworms.
Mmm.
So if he can get like a blackworm culture going, I'm gonna get some blackworms from him because I want a blackworm culture. But he wants to set up a pea puffer tank, but he wants to do it like right with like
Yeah.
blackworms and all that stuff. So they are already larger than ram fry. Well, that's good. Black mint is used for pesto type sauces. Yeah. Yeah, black mint.
I actually just got the seed catalog from uh the place where I buy my seeds from. Um every year they send out a new seed catalog. Blackworm pizza.
Yeah, I just saw that. I've got live bloodworms and one of the totes I had sitting outside for those are those live bloodworms or are those mosquito larvae? Well, I mean, I get bloodworms are mayfly larvae. I'm pretty sure, or magfly, magfly or mayfly. One of those.
Oh.
Bloodworms. Yeah, no blood. It's funny they're called bloodworms because they're not worms and they're like they don't like eat blood or well, I guess they do kind of. They would eventually eat blood. A midge fly larva. Midge fly.
Midge.
Midge. Isn't that what he called his wife in that '70s show? The
That's
one guy,
Marge.
Marge.
Yeah.
I thought he called her
Midge.
Midge.
Oh, maybe. I love that show. Nathan's been rewatching Scrubs, and I forgot how much I love that show.
Then they bite like shit, the midges. Midges bite like shit. What are they? Midge fly. What do they look like? Non-biting midges, but no. Oh, yeah. I know these things.
Pull it up. I want to see. I want to see. I want to learn.
Yeah. Oh, that's good for like hunting. Or not hunting, fishing, I mean.
Fly
Yeah.
fishing.
Fly fishing. Yeah, I've seen these things.
Oh, okay.
They're like the mosquitoes on crack.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one's
Oh, yeah. I've seen one. I've seen those. They're scary.
Yeah.
So we had a couple of clownfish. Actually, we had a tank tear down. One of our maintenance customers decided that they didn't want their tank anymore. So my boss and Frank went to go tear it down last week, and so they brought all the fish and coral into the store. Oh no, nighttime. Their clownfish are freaking mean, and they're big enough they can actually grab your skin. I'm probably gonna make a short about them on Monday. I didn't have time today. But yeah, they're freaking mean.
They're probably called bloodworms for two reasons. One, because the larval stage is like a blood red color, but then also two, because they're they kind of look like little worms, and when they are adults, they are bloodsuckers like mosquitoes. So
Vibes is asking, watch a Christmas movie at a theater with friends or watch a Christmas movie at home alone? At home alone. Because then I could sit there and quote the whole movie as it's playing and not annoy anybody else.
yeah, I don't watch anything in the theaters anymore. Why not Blood and Maggot? Because they're not maggots, because they actually live in the water. They're kind of, I don't know, it's they have like little gills.
Are maggots terrestrial?
Yeah.
Is that the difference?
Yeah, I think that would be the main difference. Maggots are terrestrial, and mosquitoes and midge-fly larvae and stuff are
semi-aquatic. Yeah.
I need to grab my Mountain Dew.
It's my stream now. All mine. Somebody asked earlier what Bunny's favorite donut was, and I wanted to jump on that conversation. What's your favorite donut? Mine's Boston cream or custard filled chocolate frosting with custard filling. It's also called a Boston cream.
Yeah,
I love them. That's my favorite.
I don't really eat a lot of donuts. I'm not really too picky on what donut I end up with. Sometimes I'll go to Quick Trip and I'll just get a simple, like white frosting and sprinkled like pull apart donut. I like the white frosted Long Johns.
I like chocolate frosted donuts.
I would rather have a white frosting over a chocolate frosting because the chocolate's just a little too heavy. But I really like lemon creams as well, or
lemon cream is good too.
My favorite when I was younger, I used to always get the Dunkin' Donuts cream-filled donut. That's because I was just a huge fan of frosting.
Yeah, the cream-filled, not the custard-filled.
Yeah, cream-filled, not the custard-filled. But yeah, now I'm older. Yeah, I probably like a lemon fill. I'd say is like my favorite donut because you get a little bit of the sour and the sweet, and yeah.
Have you ever had a maple bacon donut?
I have.
Like Old Town has the maple bacon Long Johns. They're good.
My old roommate used to work for Old Town, and yeah, I'm not a fan.
So I'm not gonna like go to the donut shop for them, but if they have them, I'll order one. Yeah. But it's not what I go there for. I don't know. They're not terrible. I like blueberry cake donuts also.
Those are good.
Nathan just went. Yeah, Nathan just went to Old Town. What was that? 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. Because I wasn't feeling good. I had my lady time, and we didn't even go out to breakfast that Sunday because that's how bad it was. I was like, I'm not leaving the house. So he went out and got donuts, and they had German chocolate or German forest cake donuts. So it was a chocolate cake donut, and then they put the cherry filling on top. It was good.
So according to this, Vibes Aquatics asked, what's 2022 most wanted fish?
I don't know.
I know the answer. I already looked it up. What do I want chat without looking it up? I want chat to guess what they think the world's most wanted aquarium fish of 2022 is. It might
CPDs.
surprise you, and it might not.
CPDs. I don't know.
Blueberry cake donuts. I had a
They're
blueberry
good.
cheesecake mini donuts today that I found at Quick Trip.
Lady Art Rorschach. It's okay.
Lady Rorschach, Celestial Pearl Danios, rainbows, goldfish, black ghost knife glass cat ropefish. I hope it's an orange laser Cory. I bought a breeding group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goldfish. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Well, according to this list, the number one most popular aquarium fish was the guppy.
Huh.
Which I'm not surprised about at all. Because when I worked at a pet store, I sold thousands of guppies.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And number two is a molly. Which that one I'm actually surprised about.
Matt, driving and lurking, drive safe.
See, I love mollies personally, but I feel like mollies are actually one of the more underrated fish that people just kind of pass over a lot of the time. And then number three was a swordtail.
People are loving the live bearers. They realize that they only have to buy 3 and then they're set for fish for life.
Yep. I know. The 3 main live bearers beat out the betta fish, which you would think, betta fish are always like, a top fish. And then number 5 is the neon tetra.
Is that a picture of a cardinal tetra, though?
That is a picture of a cardinal tetra.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, that's a cardinal.
Yep.
That's funny.
And the zebrafish or the zebra danio was number 6. Wild caught sailfin mollies. Yeah. I'm gonna be breeding mollies for food mainly for my cuttlefish, but yeah, I'll be breeding saltwater mollies. Plecostomus is number 7.
Oh my goodness.
I just clicked on like the first link of like the 25 most popular aquarium fish of 2022. So I don't know where they got these, ratings from, or if they just got all these numbers from Petco and just asked Petco, what did you sell this year?
Yeah, what was your highest grossing fish?
Yeah. Rosy Barbs is number 9. That's kind of surprising there. Because they actually beat out the Tiger Barb, which I don't know why they showed a funky Dumbo longfin tiger barb. Number 11 is the pearl gourami, which that's actually a good picture of a pearl gourami. Pearl gourami female. And then angelfish is number 12. And then number 13 is the Jack Dempsey.
Yeah, these are all standard fish you can find in any Petco, PetSmart.
Yep, 14 is a silver dollar. I didn't really sell that many silver dollars. I'm kind of surprised that's a popular fish.
Right.
I guess it's because it's a piranha that's not a real piranha.
Yeah, I never carried them regularly, but if people asked for them, I would order them.
Yeah, they get pretty big though. So
yeah,
that's the main reason I would always kind of steer people away from them too.
Yep.
And then they have 15. They have the cardinal tetra. That's actually a cardinal tetra.
It's a different picture of a cardinal tetra, but still a cardinal tetra.
How funny would it be if they had the neon tetra labeled?
They swapped them. Yep. Yeah.
Then the glass catfish was the number 16. So hey, Bunny, you like the glass catfish? So yeah. And then Oscars are number 17, which 17 is a great number. 17 is my lucky number. And those are some gorgeous looking Oscars.
So ABC, I just sitting here enjoying being serenaded by Gina's birdie. That's actually Danny's bird. Marco's in the living room being quiet.
Yep. Yep, he's just over there singing away.
I have my headphones on so she can't hear. So she's in the other room being quiet.
Now, see, I don't know. I mean, I guess I kind of get it, but it seems like everybody has convicts and Oscars together. My brother even has a convict. Bloodfin Tetra is number 18.
Ooh, that's different.
I always liked the Bloodfin Tetras. You don't see them quite often. But yeah, that bright red dorsal fin, not dorsal fin, tail fin. And then the rest of the body is just clear.
Yep.
Rainbow shark is number 19.
Rainbow sharks. Yep.
I love rainbow sharks. That's not even a rainbow shark though. That's a red tail shark.
That's a red tail. Yep, I was gonna say that's a red tail shark.
Rainbow shark has red. All
their fins.
Red.
Yep.
Or orange, but red. Yeah. And then the blind cave fish was number 20. That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Well, I mean, Chattanooga Ed did make a cave tank this past year, I believe. Who else made a cave tank this past year? A Depths Unknown. Was it Mr. Manifesto originally? He made a cave tank this past year, I believe.
ABC's asking, did I stop by the post office? Nope. I went on autopilot and I went straight home. And it wasn't until like after the post office was closed that I remembered. And I'm like, dang it! I will go Monday. I promise.
The Bleeding Heart Tetras number 21. Which they could have picked a better picture of a Bleeding Heart Tetra that actually had a heart.
Yeah.
That's not too bad of a picture, though. And then the goldfish is number 22. 22, really?
Huh.
I mean, I guess they're probably not including all the feeder fish that they sell when they're...
Probably not. Yeah, they're probably just doing fancy goldfish.
Number 23 was the golden pencil fish.
Huh.
Pencil fish are fun. They tend to swim with like in an angle versus like straight horizontal. Hatchet fish was number 24. Which, yes, if I was ever going to get hatchet fish, these would be the ones that I would get. The I don't remember what they call these specific ones, but I don't like the standard like silver hatchet fish. But these that have like that camouflage pattern are really cool looking. And then number 25 out of the list of 25 was the Glow Light Tetra. Another very underrated fish.
Yeah, I really like low light tetras.
They're like the easiest tetra to breed. That glow light is like completely natural. People often confuse glow light tetra with glowfish and think that there's some genetically modified, injected, thing or whatever. And it's like, no, that's not true at all. They're a completely natural fish, and they're quite gorgeous in a black water tank. KGE Aquatics, what's up? Fish Dreams, how's it going? Here's that bird that's been singing to everybody. How you doing, Laszlo? You want to say hi to the people, though? You just want to fly away? Okay.
Oh, Lady Rorschach asked, "What the hell kind of goldfish is that?" I think that was a Ryukin.
Yeah,
Oh, they have that
Marblehead.
hump.
That's right.
They have that hump on behind their head.
Yeah. I watched a Serpent Design video earlier about the goldfish that he ended up with, and he explained the difference between a common goldfish and a comet goldfish. And I didn't know there was a difference. I thought they were
I
both the same thing.
see. I thought it was a comet goldfish that people just said common because they like mishear comet. I didn't realize
Yeah,
that there was a difference either.
I know. I thought it was the exact thing, but no. So apparently, the common goldfish is what you'll get most of the time is like a feeder fish. It's got kind of a stocky body and shorter fins. It just looks like your normal little goldfish. The comet goldfish actually has a little bit of a longer body and it's got kind of long fins. So when you look at it from the side, it kind of looks like a comet.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. So
Kind of
I don't know.
like a shabunking goldfish, like
Well,
body style.
The Shabunkin gets its name from the coloring.
Right, but I'm saying the same like body style, like that longer with the
Right.
longer fins.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, the Shabunkin means red and white with black spots, I'm pretty sure. And then let's see. What's the other one that has a weird name?
Lady Rorschach says, "You think it would affect the quality of life on goldfish with such a deformity?" Oh yeah, any fancy goldfish, they're bred for that look, not for health. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly hate the design what I would call designer goldfish. But yeah, there's so many different ones out there that like you just feel so bad for these fish, but like what I think is probably the worst one is the bubble eye goldfish.
Yes. Poor
I just feel
guys.
so sad for these guys because they can't even like look around and swim normally.
Nope.
Eventually, their eye sacs get so big that you have to basically pop them, or else the fish is just gonna die. I don't. This is like colored blue from an image that's not real or whatever. But yeah, like they just look
Aw.
so. I just feel so bad for these guys. Look at the pain in his eyes. He's just like, kill me.
Guess the Ryukin can have less dramatic humps, but still not a big fan. Kind of like German Shepherds with such an abnormal slant in the back legs. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ryukin when they're smaller don't tend to be so drastic, but as they get bigger, that's just kind of how they grow. Goldfish grow this long for so many years, and then after that they just only grow this way and this way.
Ian, what's up? What's up?
Ian Atkins, Nature Aquariums. What's up? I prefer the wild version of fish personally. Yeah, me too. Because even in the wild, there's some crazy, crazy fish,
Yep. KJE says, coughing a lot, maybe put the vape down. I'm getting over a cold, and yes, I'm not vaping as much as I had been, but it's not from the vape, it's from my cold. But yeah, I'm not. It seems like I'm vaping just as much, but I'm not taking full hits.
I like the telescope eye. See, I don't even like the telescope eye goldfish. Surf City Cichlids, what's up?
Surf City.
Just to cheer everyone up in the U.S. It's currently 95 here at the moment.
Ha! Sucks to suck. It hasn't been that cold. We went through a little bit of a warm spell here in St. Louis.
Yeah, this November, well, past November was like really weak as far as getting cold. We had a few days of like cold, and the rest of it was like 40s and 50s.
Yeah, there was one day it was really windy when the heat was coming in. It was really windy that day.
It's supposed to get up to like 49 tomorrow, I believe.
That's not too bad.
Community tank setup or species only tank setup? It depends, man. Why not both?
I'd say community. I'd get bored if it was species only.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's like a pea puffer, then you kind of have to do species only.
Well, right. If you have to do species only, then you do species only. But I tend to start a tank with one species, and then I see a fish, and I'm like, ooh, I want that fish.
Yep.
Can it go? Yes, it can go with this one. And so then I put it in, and then the species tank turns into a community tank.
I say that, and I have a 120 with just one black belt and one pleco in it. So.
Yep, but it's still technically a community. There's more than one species of fish in there.
That is true. That is true.
But yeah, like I don't. My brother sent me a picture. Somebody was selling an 8-foot 175 gallon tank.
Yeah.
And he was thinking about like getting it or whatever, and I'm just like, man, I don't even have a wall that I could put an 8-foot tank on, except for the one wall in my house that I have my TV on and stuff. I'd have to literally rearrange my entire house to put an 8-foot tank in here. And but I would love one, and he's just like, man, I don't know what I would put in a tank like that. Like maybe an arowana or something like that. I'm like, yeah, an arowana would be pretty cool, but definitely not a silver one. He's like, yeah, anything but a silver arowana. But I almost think I just set up like a massive community tank.
Yeah.
Like I really feel like my true dream tank is like a footprint kind of like the King of DIY's tank that he has the arowana and stuff in, that 700 gallon tank. Like I want a 700 gallon tank with a really nice big footprint, and then just have like every single sort of like Amazon fish in there that you can put in there. Maybe not a giant arowana or anything too big, but like throw 30 neon tetras and 30 another type of like schooling tetra, and then throw like 7 different types of schools of Corridora in there to just all scutter around and do all crazy stuff. Maybe throw some angelfish in there, and who knows, I could also maybe put just put a whole bunch of fish in one big tank and just have a massive community with all different sorts of scaping and plants and stuff in there, and giant pieces of driftwood, and I don't know, put a whole tree growing right out of the middle of the tank.
Oh, thank you, vibes. I'm with Bunny. If I were to lose my cichlid tank, I'd do that 180 full of plants, tetras, and barbs. Yeah, that might be what I do with this 120 whenever Queen passes, is just a bunch of little fish.
Yeah. Like when Bentley asked me about like my dream tank setup or whatever at the Triple Crown event, like a lot of people said, they'd want a couple big fish or like one giant fish in their like 500 gallon tank or whatever. And
yeah,
I said I would like 500 chili rasboras.
Yeah.
Just a whole bunch of teeny tiny little fish.
So you can actually see them school properly. Yeah.
Just, right. So you can see them school properly and, act like they would in the wild. And I don't know, it'd just be amazing. Just see all the little movement all over the place. Like, it'd be crazy. And, maybe throw like, his stipulation was you can only put one species of fish in there. But,
Okay.
on top of that, like, on top of the 500 chili rasbor, I would also add, a whole bunch of shrimp and snails.
Snails. Oh my
A
gosh.
whole bunch of teeny tiny little creatures. Oh, never mind. For a second, I thought I was having internet issues again, but no, it's 9:30. Time for the light to go out in that room.
Yeah, oh my god. If I just start putting mystery snails in this tank, oh my god, there would be so many.
Yeah.
We have a small, like, 35-gallon bow front at work. That's our one freshwater tank. And we have some mystery snails in there that are breeding and taking off, and they're so cute. All the little babies.
Oh, yeah. If I had a giant tank, too, yeah, I would actually
Rainbow.
get rainbow fish.
Yep. Yeah, 100 pygmy cories. Oh my god, it'd be so cute.
Right. Oh my goodness. Yes. 7,000 pygmy cories is what I would go in that tank.
Yep.
What was really cool, it's like I almost bought it, but I haven't had any good success with the pygmy cories. But at Pet Supplies Plus, they ordered more pygmy cories, and they actually got one Habrosis cory in with their group of other pygmies. Which that's the salt and pepper pygmy
Salt
cory.
and peppers. Yep.
So it's just like, oh, look at the little Habrosis cory in there, and she's like, oh, I didn't even notice. I'm like, yeah, see, that's why you need me here, because I notice these things.
All things fish. What's up? What's up?
What's up, Mike? Mike. I do a massive planted tank with 100 plus Everglade sunfish. Yeah.
Yep. Little fish.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to want massive fish, but now I just want a whole bunch of more tiny fish.
Yep.
In this little fish bowl that I have over here, like, I don't even have a fish in there. There's just little worms and Daphnia and just other stuff, and I just like to look at it in the right angle where you just see all this little microscopic little stuff just moving around in there. I have been good. The RO system is working fantastic. I've just been using the hell out of it. As winters cause my tanks to just evaporate so fast, I've just been topping everything off with RO like crazy.
Gina, I've had that virus for a week. Sick. Feel for you. Oh, thank you, Cersei. Yeah, it's been it's been like a week and a half since it started, but I've had the cough for about 4 or 5 days now. It sucks. Danny, have you made coffee with your RO water yet? Have you noticed the difference?
I think I've noticed a difference.
Like a slight difference, yeah.
I don't know if it's just like a placebo effect or not, but no, yeah. I definitely like my coffee with RO. But I like my coffee anyway, pretty much.
It's definitely easier on your coffee maker. Like, long term, you'll notice that there won't be calcium buildup like you would if you use tap water.
Do not drink RODI water. Blah 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 blah.
Well,
blah.
It shouldn't be your main source of water. It's okay, like, to make like your coffee with it, but yeah, it shouldn't be your main drinking water.
Exactly. See, RO water and a French press there's nothing in the water, so it just absorbs that coffee so much better.
Yep.
But no, I kidding went on. So okay, Bunny Viper. Here's the thing. Um, you can drink RODI water. You can drink distilled water. You can drink rainwater. You can drink, river water, whatever, if you want to. The main thing that everybody keeps talking about, you don't want to drink low mineral content water or zero mineral content water, is because if you drink too much of it, you will basically strip your body of electrolytes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, RODI
Yeah.
water can deplete your body of electrolytes. So, the whole thing about, why they invented Gatorade to
Hey.
replenish electrolytes and all that stuff. Like, yeah, if you are working out and you are, at the gym and doing stuff like that, you do not want to drink RODI water because you will kill yourself. You will go into hyperhidrosis, strip yourself of electrolytes, and you will go into heart failure first and then total organ failure afterwards. But yeah, it starts with your heart because your heart uses the electrolytes to keep pumping and all that stuff. So, yeah, you can drink it, but you shouldn't drink it all the time, and you should definitely not consider it, as a form of, good hydration or something like that. But yeah, if you are, if you're incredibly dehydrated, you can drink some, and it'll help. But yeah, you shouldn't drink it on the regular. And if you did drink it on the regular, you would die. But excess of anything will kill you.
Fish Dreams is getting a parakeet, and he has a question. I probably already know the answer. Get one parakeet or two, or a bigger bird. It's always recommended to get at least 2 parakeets, if you can, because they are social.
Come here. Come here.
But it just depends on how much research you've done, how much time you have to commit to these birds, because the bigger birds need more attention.
So yeah, if you are getting a parakeet already, yeah, one bird will bond with you, 2 will bond with each other, but you do want them to have a buddy. That's the main point of it. Is yeah, I had time with one bird to where he bonded with me, and me and him, he comes and flies and hangs out with me, and we'll do all that stuff. Whereas the other one that I got after I already had a parakeet doesn't want anything to do with me. He just wants to bond with the other bird.
Yep.
So I don't know. Like, if you have enough time where you feel like you can properly give your bird enough socialization, then one bird is just fine.
Yeah.
But if you are gone, 8 hours a day, every day, and there's nobody at home, and your bird's just sitting there alone, like, your bird's going to get really depressed.
Yep.
It's going to start pulling out all of its feathers, and, it's just not. And then, some people say, oh, you can just get your bird a mirror and that helps. But no, that's even worse. Like, then your bird becomes addicted to the mirror, and, like,
because it's not seeing another bird that's enough social behavior. It's the actual like preening each other and like talking to each other and communicating. It's not enough to see another bird. It's the interaction that they need.
Yeah.
The back and forth.
Get 2 females. Yeah, 2 females could work. Yeah. I definitely like having a male. Males are just in general, males will bond with you better. They'll be more vocal. They'll be better at mimicking and all that stuff. Yeah, definitely. Now, it's not that you can't like allow them to use a mirror. Like, sometimes I'll take him into the bathroom and let him play in the mirror for a little bit and stuff like that. but you don't want to keep a mirror in their cage constantly,
Yep.
because then they'll never leave the mirror.
Yep.
It's like the story of Narcissa, the Greek god, where he never found anybody attractive, never fell in love with anybody, though everybody loved him, until he was like stumbled upon like a pond and saw his own reflection in the pond and became so infatuated and in love with himself that he just stared himself to death, didn't eat anything, and just eventually dwindled away and died staring at himself in the water. So,
Yep.
but yeah, if I could, what I would really love to do is, yes, get like a bigger bird and just have me and that bird, then just bond with it. Like, I was watching this video yesterday about, just randomly stumbled upon it on YouTube when I was looking at some other things, and it was like the world's like top 10 most expensive birds, and you'd be surprised what some of the birds were. Like, the very first bird on the list, now, depending on where you are in the world, you may not be surprised, but at least here in like the Midwest of the United States,
Was it the
I
black palm cockatoo?
I see cardinals everywhere.
Oh,
But a
cardinals.
cardinal was number 10 at $800 each to own a cardinal.
Huh.
And then an Oriole was a certain type of Oriole was number 2 at $850. And then the the field bluebird or something like that, was like number 3 at $850 as well. And then all of a sudden it jumped into other stuff like, flamingos and the Goliath cockatoo. And oh man, the Goliath cockatoo is awesome. But apparently the world's most expensive bird is a racing pigeon.
Huh.
The one racing pigeon sold for $1.4 million in an auction.
Yep.
Yep. Conyers here up over $900. Now, yeah,
Yep.
that's inflation and all that stuff.
Yep. Inflation, and they usually higher the price of birds that are needy to make sure that they're not just going to a random home. To try to make sure the people that are buying them are actually gonna commit to them.
Yeah, one of the most expensive birds on there, I believe, I think it was number 3 on the list, was the indigo macaw. Which I absolutely love these birds. They're just beautiful.
Oh,
I think they cost like $8,000 a piece.
isn't that a hyacinth macaw?
Also called the hyacinth macaw,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yep.
Yes. Lear's macaw, hyacinth macaw, indigo macaw, all the different name for the same macaw. But apparently it's one of the easiest birds to train.
Yeah.
And like I saw a video of a lady just sitting in a chair like this, and the macaw's literally lounging right here in her arm, and she's just like roughing it all up and stuff. I was like, I would love to have a bird do that. That'd be crazy.
Yep.
But yes, they are absolutely stunning. And another bird that I saw that really was the one that got me on the whole train of different birds yesterday was
is it a black palm cockatoo?
Well, the palm cockatoo or the Goliath cockatoo, I really like those, but what got me started on the whole thing was this guy right here, the Dracula parrot.
Oh,
it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a frugivore. They mainly eat just a few species of figs in their rainforest habitat and feed on a couple flowers and nectars. But yeah, they're really really gorgeous. But then yeah, the Goliath cockatoo, that is a really really gorgeous bird.
Yes.
Is quite large. But what's most interesting about the Goliath cockatoo is its beak.
Yeah. The beak is so protrudes so much they can't close it all the way.
Well, it's not even just that. If that picture is not close enough. Here we go. So they have a double spike on their beak to allow them to crack larger nuts,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have a very interesting mouth as well that has like double segment, like where they have to actually have like a tongue, like they have
A
this like weird
longer
like,
tongue.
tongue that has to like pull the food back into like a weird flap.
Yep. And they drum. They actually will take a stick and they beat it on a branch, and that's like their mating, one of their mating
Yeah.
things, rituals, is they drum.
Yeah. And then another bird that I would really like to get sometime too would be this one right here. The red lory.
Oh, red lories, yes.
Also, like it's the Spider-Man bird, you
Yep.
know. They're so gorgeous. And they have a really nice song too. Oh, that's a gorgeous picture of one, yeah. Somebody drew that.
Cute.
Worked in a bird store as a teen. Now, see, that's cool. So, see, if you worked in a bird store, then you should have some information about birds. But in general, yeah, birds are very, very social. Like, and even the birds of prey are relatively social. I mean, they have their families, and most birds of prey are um, what's the word I'm looking for? Monogamous.
Mm-hmm.
They mate for life. They find their mate, and that's the one they stick with. And if one loses the other, they never find another mate. They often go into depression, and then they end up dying soon after and stuff like that. But yeah, especially like red-tailed hawks and stuff like that, they mate for life. Um, the theory was penguins mated for life and all that stuff too, but they've actually found evidence of penguins cheating on each other, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting. But penguins will also they raise their babies in a community. That's it's like all the mothers come together and all the babies come together, and they basically have like a giant penguin school. It's really kind of interesting.
Yep.
Tank size for 4 red paradise fish. At least a 29 gallon. I'd go with a 40 breeder just to be safe. They don't get too incredibly large, but yeah, to make them happy, I'd get them in a 40 breeder, and then you can maybe add a little bit of other stuff to them as well. Yeah, we have bald eagles around here as well. The Alton, Illinois is one of the main like bald eagle spots in the United States, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I've seen one flying around even in like my own backyard before. You look way up in the sky and you see what you think is a tiny bird, and sure enough, you're like, no, that's That eagle is way up there because they fly so much higher than any other bird. Where they do look tiny, but yeah, they fly like way up there in the stratosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, some penguins not at all. Yeah. Yeah, to coin Sunny's because yeah, birds are definitely not stupid. Birds are descendants of dinosaurs. Some birds are still qualified as dinosaurs. Well, actually, all birds are really qualified as dinosaurs. They're in the same uh, genetic chain, species, all that stuff. But no, they're very, very smart. I can like my parakeet is smarter than my cat. and his brain is this big compared to my cat. So can all freshwater shrimp live together? No. Because
You got
well,
your Neos and your Cardenias, right? They need different
I
pH.
mean, if you put the water at a neutral 7 and had a TDS of like a perfect like 150 or something like that, like you could probably put them all together. But in general, Neos and standard Caradina need different water quality. A mono shrimp, you know, really like harder water. Same with, which is funny because they're actually a Caradina, but they like harder water versus a softer water like most Caradina like. And then Neocaridina like harder water. And then there's also other types of shrimp than that. Even there's the ghost shrimp and the bamboo shrimp and vampire shrimp. And yeah, they can until they eat each other or die, basically. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, some of the shrimp won't bother each other, you know. Because the bamboo shrimp are like filter feeders and popcorn shrimp, shrimp gumbo, and fried shrimp, and boiled shrimp, and shrimp stew, and
Steam shrimp.
Cajun shrimp. My Amano shrimp are so old.
Good, good, good.
Yes, ratites are dinosaurs for sure.
Is that like a cassowary?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cassowaries, ostrich, emu are the ratites. Shrimp pull boy, shrimp on a stick, bull shrimp. Chat's just going nuts. Shrimp scampi. I love the Forrest Gump references. It's great.
It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
It's a long movie, but it's a good movie.
Again, the end of the stream.
Yep. Which is good because I'm due for meds. I need to go and get different meds because the meds I have are for like the drainage, not the cough. So I need to go out and get different meds tomorrow.
Well, yeah, that's right. Down under, you say emu.
Oh, emu. Yeah.
Yeah,
Emu.
we say emu, And you say
Emu.
emu?
Yep, emu.
Down under.
My best friend works at the World Bird Sanctuary, and there's a couple emus that usually you pay extra to go in and meet the emus. But one's name is Sprinkles, and I forget the other one's names. But yeah, I got to go meet them and pet them, and they're cute.
Nice. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for coming and joining us. Thank all you lurkers and people that have just been hanging out and not saying anything, and all your replay folks. If you sat there and watched the whole thing again, the entire replay, like, thank you so much. And oh, it's been fun. I'm so glad I got my Christmas lights today. UPS, I should get them by Monday. I was like, please come in on Saturday so I can put up my Christmas lights on Sunday. So yeah, I'm putting up Christmas lights tomorrow. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you learned something about birds and fish and whatever else. And I always love hanging out and just talking about animals and plants and all different sorts of stuff. So you guys are awesome. And Gina, you got anything you want to say?
No, I'm good. Just thank you. Bye.
Thanks, everybody. See you next week on Fishing Friends. And so
long.
Screwing all this stuff up.
Emotional damage.
I'm all screwed up. Anyway, so long. Thanks for the fish.